Hi, it's Barbara Greenlee with Green Moon Stamp Studio, and in today's video I'm going to teach you the fault line technique. We're going to make this card right here, and then I also have some announcements, and I'm going to show you some other projects at the end of the video. So let's get started. For the fault line technique, I'm going to use the Delicate Pines bundle. This is part of the Elegant Pine Snowflakes Suite collection. This one is an online exclusive if you're not familiar with it, since it's not pictured in the catalog. Here's what all is included. There's this ribbon with shaded spruce and gold ribbon. And we've got these beautiful faceted snowflake embellishments, which we're going to use some on the card, and the paper and the bundle. So here is the bundle, Delicate Pines, and it has a lot of dies. This one is a photopolymer stamp set. We're going to use a couple, the 3 smaller snowflakes, and then I stamped that for the inside. And we are going to use, I love that it gives you 3 of these little dies so that you only have to run it once to get this detail on top of your snowflake. But of course the main thing is I'm going to show you how to do this fault line. Let me also show you the paper. The paper is gorgeous. And of course it's greens, which is my favorite color. But here is the paper, back side. We're going to use that one. I love this one. I can't wait to do a card with that. I love the dark background. It makes all those greens pop. And then the other side is beautiful too. This one is more of a white background. Pine cones. You've got the green, snowy, frosty. Another beautiful dark background. I think the background is, well, shaded spruce is one of the dark colors. I'm not sure if it has Secret Sea in it or not. Yeah, it has Secret Sea. So some of that dark background on these other ones is Secret Sea. My new favorite neutral. Okay, so let's get started on the technique. I've got a shaded spruce card base. Whoops. Already dropping stuff on the floor. Okay. So let me go ahead and fold my card base. And I do have some other projects to show you at the end, so make sure you stay tuned, or once I've done the fault line technique, if you need to go, fast forward to the end so that you can see the other projects. Okay, this is going to be for my inside. These are the pieces for the technique. This is for the snowflake, so I don't need that yet. Let's do the technique part first. So I have, this one is also an online exclusive, I believe. It's got like an embossed snowflake pattern, and I'll put the name of it across the screen. This is from our paper that I just showed you. All right, so to start with, you don't need a piece of paper that's going to cover your entire card base. You just need a piece to cover this part that's going to be shown in the middle. So I made this 4 by 3, so you could get a lot out of one sheet of paper. We're going to go ahead and adhere that down to your card base, just in the center. I like these little dark bits. There's more of them there though. I'll go this way. So just even out the edge here. Okay, now I have some more of the paper from that paper pack, and I have the white embossed paper. So these are all the same size. So we're going to stack them. So the size on these is 5 by 4 is what they started out with, and then I cut them in half. So they are 2 by 4. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to stack them together, and then you are going to, and if you have a pattern on this top paper, you want to make sure that you line it up. Looks like it goes that way. Yeah. So that, you know, like if you had stripes, I got my little Technique sample one, it has stripes, so I wanted to make sure that this top stripe matched up with the bottom stripe. You'll see what I mean in a minute. So stack them together, and then you're going to rip them together. So you just rip like that, and then when you put it down on your card, you're going to move it slightly like that, and you're going to rough up the edges. So that'll become the top. And then for the bottom, again, I want to make sure I'm lined up. So this time I'm going to rip, always rip towards you to get the best ripping. So I want to kind of gap open like this. So I'm going to start closer to the edge and then rip a little further away. And then we're going to move it apart from itself, and that will become the bottom part. And that's the basic concept for this fault line. Now, a few tips. When you're doing this, it works best with designer paper because then it's thin. If you use cardstock for one of these layers, you're going to have the thickness challenge going on your edges. It's going to be, you know, bulky. So if you don't want that, stick with designer paper. And when you rough it up, if it's not to your liking, you can even add some little tears like this so that you can get it more folded up and more distressed looking. So you do that with both of them. This one doesn't have anything to show on the back side since it's just white. And then I like to use liquid glue. This is my other tip. That way you can slide it into place. So you're going to put some liquid glue down, but not real close to that edge because that edge is going to be showing. So you want your edges to line up, and you want enough of that other paper showing. You can even flip it over to make sure that your edges aren't peeking out from the other side. And then put another bit of glue here on the back. The liquid glue will allow you to like get it right in place. So you can slide a little bit. So there's the top. And then you'll do the same thing on the bottom. I also want to mention while we're crafting that my 12 weeks of Christmas starts this Friday. So if you're not on my mailing list, go out to my website, greenmoonstampstudio.com, and sign up for my weekly emails. I only send them once a week, so I don't fill your inbox. And there will be a free Christmas project tutorial in every weekly email. Plus, when you're on my email list, those are the other things you can expect in the emails. So, and you know, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that. Put some more liquid glue here. And same thing, we're going to just make them apart from each other a little bit. Make sure that your edges, when I was cutting this paper, since I knew I was going to be stacking it, I did make the inside sheet just a sliver smaller because I knew it would be a challenge to make sure that it was completely hidden by the edges. You know how that is. Sometimes your cutting isn't exactly precise, and then you would have to trim it a little because it would be visible when you stack it. So this one, oops, I'm high. Come down lower. The glue is already starting to try to grab. Okay, so there is my fault line. And then after that, you just decorate with the snowflakes. Another tip I wanted to show you, so like on this, I'm not going to do the whole card, but I used 7 inches of ribbon. And so after you stamp your snowflake in shaded spruce and die cut it out, just put some tape behind your snowflake and stick that on, and then put little mini dimensionals on the edges of that snowflake. Also for the little top parts, these, make it easy on yourself. Get a piece of wax paper and put that in between when you die cut these out. That will make them just fall right out for you. You will need to peel off the little piece of wax paper that will be stuck, but you're going to put it in like this with your plate on top. And then you just stack them on top of each other with glue dots. So they're just all stacked on top of each other. And then you can decorate with these little embellishments. Now let me show you, I've got, and here's I think I already showed you it a little bit, but there's my little technique sample one. I wanted to show you some other cards I just did recently. At first, let me make sure you see what the inside and the envelope looks like. So that's the inside for that card. I used shaded spruce and pretty peacock. And then I just stamped some of the snowflakes on the envelope. Okay, so here's, I'm loving this whole like modern Christmas suite. So I made these cards for a Stamp-A-Stack. The ladies just loved them. I just had this one last weekend. Did these on the inside of mine. The ladies had a different choice, but that's from the modern Christmas suite. This one has some things from another suite. And then this is my Stamp-A-Stack coming up in October. I'm going to use the Traditions of Christmas suite. So I've got this one, and I'll be posting these on my website soon. These are already out there. This one and this one. And then check this out. I had a lot of fun making this little Christmas tag kit. This is a retired box that Stampin' Up! Used to sell. This is going to be a class that I'm going to do in November, the very beginning of November. We're going to make a dozen tags. So I've got these with little peppermints on them. I love that. Ho, 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 let it snow. So this is the patterned tags dies. So they'll make a dozen of these, 4 of each one. And I've got different, I love this Christmas Words hybrid embossing folder. I've been cutting out a million words with that and using them on all of my projects. So these tags, they're going to make a dozen of these, like I said, and they get the little container for them. So I love how that turned out. Also, tomorrow starts this promotion. If you've ever wanted to become a demonstrator, this is the month to join my team. So you can get $125 worth of product for $35 plus tax, or $189 worth of product for just $99 in tax. So great time to like get one of those big ticket items you've been wanting, or just join and complete your wish list with a 20 to 25% discount on everything you buy. Thanks.